How Mossad found a man who believed the world had forgotten him and decided that forgetting was the one mercy he would never be granted. He lives under a borrowed name in a borrowed country, moving through his days with the careful modesty of someone who knows attention is lethal. He rides the bus, he clocks in at a factory, he eats dinner at the same hour each night. He believes routine is camouflage. He believes the past can be buried beneath repetition. And for years, it works. Because the man the world once knew, efficient, tireless, meticulous, was one of the architects of industrial murder, a bureaucrat who turned genocide into paperwork, a man who believed that if killing could be organized cleanly enough, responsibility would dissolve. He helped design the machinery that sent millions to their deaths. Then the war ended. The uniforms vanished, the aliases multiplied, and the monster slipped into the seams of the post-war world. This is how Mossad goes looking for him. Not with a knock on the door, not with a warrant, but with patience measured in years, not hours, with files that never close, with memories that refuse to decay. The trail begins, as many such trails do, with rumor, fragments passed between survivors, a name overheard in a bar in Buenos Aires, a whisper that a man with the posture of authority and the habits of command has been seen living quietly in a working-class neighborhood. The whispers contradict each other. Some say he is dead. Some say he fled to the Middle East. Some say he never left Europe at all. Mossad treats all of them the same way, as unverified signals requiring quiet attention. In Tel Aviv, in offices that do not advertise their purpose, analysts reopen old files, yellowed documents, transport lists, signatures, a handwriting sample that appears again and again, always at the bottom of orders that end in disappearance. They know his habits from the war years, punctual, methodical, loyal to procedure, a man who believed in systems more than ideology, which made him dangerous. Ideology can crack, systems persist. They build a psychological profile not to understand him, but to predict him. Men like this do not reinvent themselves completely. They downgrade, they compress, they choose anonymity, but keep control wherever they can find it, over a household, over a schedule, over silence. A photograph arrives from South America, grainy, slightly out of focus, a man stepping off a bus, thinner than the wartime images, older, but the posture is unmistakable. The way he holds his shoulders back, the way his gaze remains level, assessing even mundane surroundings as if they are terrain. The file is updated. A working hypothesis is born. Mossad does not rush. They know what failure would mean, not just escape, but disappearance forever. They also know what success would demand, absolute certainty. A single mistake could turn the operation into an international scandal, or worse, a propaganda gift to those who still wish the past undone. So they begin where they always do, verification through accumulation. One operative is assigned to watch from a distance, not to approach, not to engage, only to learn the rhythm of the neighborhood, the buses, the factory shift changes, the way dogs bark when strangers pass, the hours when the streets empty. This operative blends easily, another immigrant, another worker, another face the city does not remember twice. Days stretch into weeks. The target leaves his house at the same time every morning. He carries a lunch pail. He avoids eye contact. He returns before dark. He reads at night. German books, old ones, their spines worn in a way that suggests repeated consultation, not casual interest. The operative notes the details that matter. The absence of friends, the lack of social entanglements, the way the man flinches, not at loud noises, but at uniforms. More operatives rotate in. One confirms the man's handwriting by intercepting a discarded envelope. Another listens to his accent when he speaks Spanish, competent but inflected, disciplined, learned late. A third traces the alias backward through immigration records, shipping manifests, church registries. Each layer peels away another protective fiction. Eventually, there is no doubt left to tolerate. The man living quietly in Argentina is the man who once signed death warrants by the thousand. The decision moves upward through channels that do not leave minutes or paper trails. This is not a tactical debate. It is a moral reckoning already settled by history. The question is not whether to act, but how to act without compromising the future. Extradition is impossible. The host country will not cooperate. Diplomatic appeals would alert the target and ensure his disappearance. Assassination is considered and rejected, not out of mercy, but out of purpose. This man is not to be silenced, he is to be seen. The directive is clear: capture, extract, deliver alive. The operational team is assembled quietly. Each member is chosen not for bravado, but for restraint, for the ability to hold tension without releasing it, for the discipline to follow procedure even when adrenaline urges speed. They study the city like a living organism, the routes from the target's house to the bus stop, the lighting along the road at night, the distance between street lamps, the houses where dogs sleep lightly, the vacant lot where a vehicle could idle without notice. False identities are constructed with obsessive care, passports that survive scrutiny, accents practiced until muscle memory takes over, clothing chosen to attract no attention and no suspicion, nothing expensive, nothing memorable. The team arrives in Argentina in staggered fashion, never together. They pass through customs like tourists, business travelers, distant relatives visiting no one in particular. Each carries only what can be explained, nothing that suggests intent. They rent safe houses, modest, furnished, anonymous. They rehearse their cover stories until they are boring even to themselves. They test the streets. They walk the routes at different times of day. They let the city absorb them. Surveillance tightens. The target is watched not like prey, but like weather. Patterns are everything. He never varies his schedule. That consistency is both his shield and his weakness. The team notes one detail that matters above all others. Once a week, he returns home after dark. That night becomes the window. They prepare the extraction site with surgical restraint. No weapons that cannot be concealed. No force that cannot be controlled. Sedatives measured to the milligram. Restraints tested and retested. A vehicle selected not for speed, but for reliability. Every contingency is discussed. What if a neighbor intervenes? What if the target resists? What if the police arrive? What if the sedative fails? Each scenario is rehearsed until it feels dull. That is how they know they are ready. The night arrives without ceremony. The city breathes. Radios murmur behind windows. The streetlights hum. Somewhere a television broadcasts a soccer match. Life continues unremarkably. The target steps off the bus exactly as expected. He walks towards his house, briefcase in hand. He does not notice the car idling nearby. He does not see the operative standing under a street lamp, pretending to struggle with a cigarette. He does not sense the narrowing of the world. The moment is chosen not for drama, but for control. As he passes the vehicle, hands grab him, not violently, but decisively. A voice speaks calmly in Spanish. Another voice reassures him that if he complies, he will not be harmed. The sedative is administered with professional efficiency. He struggles briefly, not out of fear, but out of disbelief. Men like him do not believe consequences arrive without warning. Then the resistance fades. The car pulls away. The street returns to its normal shape. No one screams, no glass breaks, no shots are fired. The city swallows the event whole. In the safe house, the man awakes restrained, disoriented. The operatives do not insult him, do not threaten him. They address him formally. They inform him of who he is, of what he has done, of where he is going. At first, he denies everything. He insists on the alias, on the paperwork, on the fiction he has lived inside for years. The operatives listen patiently. They have heard this before. Then they present him with the evidence, not theatrically, but methodically. Documents, photographs, signatures, the past assembled into an unbreakable chain. Something in him shifts, not remorse, recognition. He understands systems, and he understands when one has closed around him. The extraction requires timing as precise as the capture. An aircraft is arranged under false pretenses. The target is disguised, his restraints hidden beneath clothing. A story is prepared. He is ill. He requires assistance. He cannot speak. At the airport, tension spikes, not because of the target, but because of the world. Border officials glance too long. A question lingers half a second more than expected. An operative answers without hesitation, already bored by the exchange. Boredom is the most convincing disguise. They board. The aircraft lifts off. Only once they are in the air does the weight begin to shift. The operatives allow themselves no celebration, not yet. Until the wheels touch down, the mission is unfinished. During the flight, one operative sits across from the target, watches him. The man stares straight ahead. He does not ask for forgiveness. He does not confess. He seems preoccupied, not with his victims, but with the collapse of the identity he constructed so carefully. In that moment, he is not a monster in chains. He is a clerk whose filing system has failed. When the aircraft lands in Israel, the operation ends and something else begins. The world reacts slowly at first, then all at once. Headlines explode, governments protest, legal scholars argue, survivors weep. Some celebrate, some fear what reopening the past will unleash. The trial is meticulous, public, unavoidable. The man is placed in a glass booth, not for his protection, but to ensure transparency. He listens as witness after witness reconstructs the machinery he helped build. He hears numbers spoken aloud that he once saw only on paper. He hears the consequences of his efficiency translated into human voices. He takes notes. The world watches, stunned not by his cruelty, but by its banality. This is not a raving ideologue. This is a man who believed obedience was a virtue and thinking was optional. The verdict is inevitable. When the sentence is carried out, it is done without spectacle, without hatred, without delay. Justice, not vengeance. Years later, the operation is studied not as a stunt, but as a case study in resolve, a demonstration that time does not erase responsibility, that borders do not absolve guilt, that anonymity is not immunity. For Mossad, the lesson is simple and brutal. Some crimes are so vast that they echo indefinitely, and when they do, someone must answer. The man who believed he had outlived his past was wrong, and the world learned that memory, when armed with patience, can cross oceans. So the question remains, when justice refuses to forget, how far should a nation go to make the past answer for itself? If you want more hidden stories from the shadows of intelligence, from operations that reshaped history without firing a shot, subscribe to the channel, and step inside the files that were never meant to be opened.